in Ipswich was I didn't really have to deal with the traffic, because most people are heading towards London from Ipswich, whether they're going all the way to London or whether they're going to just in the general direction of for their jobs. And then in the evening, they're all coming home to Ipswich, it being quite a large town in the area, so a lot of people live there. So the trip was just an hour's drive. And there was one day I was heading home, and I decided to head home down the A12. There was a traffic accident just outside Ipswich and a 23-mile tailback in the direction of London, or from, coming from London. And I'm driving highway speed, 70 miles an hour down there, and everybody going the other way is just not going anywhere. That was the worst. That's probably the worst tailback I have ever seen in my life. And I think halfway down it, there was another accident, because obviously someone hadn't been paying attention. So now you've got two accidents in the same block of. Where's my tractor? There it is. Hi, tractor. Send the worker home. Let's back it off, turn it around. Bring up courseplay and go. Again, he's a little bit off, but that's fine. I'm going to position the camera on this side, so that next time it happens, we'll be in the right place. I've kind of already done enough of this field for this test, but until the Kubota finishes, I'm really not. I don't have anything better to do. I suppose I'm saving hours if I do stop doing this. Oh, we've already got down to 96% on the roller. But if this test does work and we do get a bonus growth stage rolling the grass, then I'll definitely consider that adding a grass roller to the kit. Well, obviously a 3-meter grass roller. It's taking a while to do this field, which isn't very big, but that field directly in front of us, which is our main grass field, that's just way too big for trying it with this roller. So I'm kind of inclined to definitely get something bigger. And the other grass fields around here, I mean, if we look, 78 is big. Probably, can I pull that up and ask? No, it doesn't tell me the area. Oh, it does. 108? No. Area doesn't tell me. That's 88. Oh, there we go. That's 12.7. That's 5.2. 4 even. That's 6.7. That's 7.67. See, these are smaller fields. That's big. That's 12. That's 10. So it's going to take a long time to roll that. You're rolling in long straight lines, so that's kind of cool. This one you'd be turning around frequently. So this is 8 acres, but does that tell me? That's field 4.4 hectares, 3.651. I'm guessing that area is 1. Oh, I can't. Can I not select land that I don't own? I need to do something about that land though, because it's really not particularly well scored at the moment. And then it was actually, I think it was one full autumn night, I was driving home the other way. Can't remember what the other main road out of Ipswich is, but it ends up close to the M11, or coming out on the M11. And I went that way, and I'm driving home, I'm in the right-hand passing lane on the highway, and something was reflecting in front of me, and so I moved over to the left-hand lane, and some guy went past me, no lights, no nothing, wrong way on a highway. Very scary when you boil that down. So yeah, great. And it wasn't until a few years later I was listening to a policeman on a talk radio show over the winter period, and I think we're done. I mean, typically I would say that I like to finish off jobs, but I think we've done enough of that field to figure out what's going to happen in October. But yeah, sorry. Cop was saying, during winter months, there are a lot of highway accidents, wrong way driving highway accidents. And he did a sort of an unofficial query of his colleagues, and he basically came up with this theory that people who are drunk forget to do things when they're driving. So they forget to turn their lights on. They're spending so much time concentrating on not attracting attention by driving badly that they miss turnings. They end up going the wrong way down the highway. But when they're on the highway, they're going to drive in the slow lane because they don't want to attract the attention of the police, and they're going to try and stay at the speed limit. The problem is when they end up going the wrong way down the highway because they're concentrating so much on not attracting attention, they're not paying attention to where they're going or where they're at. They will drive in the overtaking lane, because for them that's the slow lane, and I need to stay in the slow lane, and I need to drive at the speed limit, and I need to not attract attention. And you're driving into oncoming traffic, and that traffic is the traffic that's driving the fastest, and you are stuck again. Okay, I think this field's actually done. Let's pull up the there's a patch there it hasn't done, but it has covered the entire rest of the field. If we pull back one, let's turn on grass. If we pull back one, we can see this is all set at harvested. This is growing. This is still growing, and we've subsoiled that. So rolling, subsoiling, you can do it in either sequence. It doesn't matter. I just have to go and tidy that portion of the field up. So we're done with the course play. We'll clear the course. So So yeah, general advice is only drive in the passing lane when you are passing someone, and if it's a period where lots of people party, so it's Christmas, New Year, Thanksgiving, drive only pass when you can see what's coming. Do not try passing people if you don't have a clear sight of what's ahead of you. So, and this police officer, or he was actually a police chief, said he had been driving on a section of highway in California which is undulating. So you go up over a rise and down into a valley, and up into a rise and down into a valley. Now, they weren't very big, but it was enough that you couldn't see clearly ahead of you. And he said last minute he pulled over because he thought, why am I in the passing lane? I'm not passing anybody. I'll just move over. He moved over and someone went past him going the other way. He didn't see him coming. He didn't have lights on. Even if he'd had lights on, it would have been difficult to see him because of the undulations in the road. But yeah, definitely be very careful out there on the roads. And I don't care if you're in England, Poland, Scotland, whatever. Just only drive in the passing lane when you're passing, because the passing lane to you is the slow lane to the wrong way driver. And the wrong way driver is probably drunk. I'm only allowed to do forestry to repair. Open an area. Okay, yes. Starting with old 2x, hand side and shovel. Not allowed to direct sell grain or silage. Huh. So what? You have to have a production to sell the grain in? Okay, I think this tractor definitely could do with a wash. So now that we have got rid of the need ploughed state on that field, that might give us, well, we'll check the thing. Put this away. So I don't need the orange tractor for October, at least not right away. So the plant, oh, I was going to fertilise that, wasn't I? That ground does need fertilising. We can do it any time in October. As I said, I'm probably not cutting that this year, but I was going to check the environmental score now that it's done. I have no idea what that means. Click on the land. So that's at 47. The top row is nitrogen. Nitrogen doesn't update until you cut the grass. So that's never going to fix this time. The lime is a little bit low. That's fine. Weed control, it hasn't been weeded. There is no weeds, it's grass. But if I had a sprayer, I could come out and spray the field with spot and spray, or whatever it's called, spot spraying, and we'd fix that. Tillage is 50%. I'd have to cultivate the field at some point to improve that. Okay. So one of the things I'm thinking I can do is I could buy a cultivator, That would then allow me to do cultivation jobs. I'm guessing the Valtra is big enough to do that. We have a bit of money, probably about 25,000-30,000 in the silage bunker, which I can sell, and may get us a cultivator of some type, and we may get lucky and find ourselves a used cultivator to purchase. This thing here will plant grass. So that will, I think, improve the tillage bonus on that field. Let's go there. And possibly push us over halfway. We don't have to plough the field. Direct drilling's better, but I don't have access to a direct drill at the moment. Crop spraying is a problem. Until we get weeds in a field, I can't deal with them. So, and a sprayer with spot spray is expensive, and I don't necessarily need one immediately. So, let us sleep till October. That's probably the best thing. Oh, when it's dark, because it's October and it's Scotland, and we just paid our loan interest. So loan interest, 100% of the loan interest is paid on the 1st of the month. That goes with everything else in game. How much food the cows eat per day is calculated on the 1st of the month, and all the rest of it. So, do we have weather? We have weather from 7 o'clock, and then we have more weather at 6 o'clock. So it should be rain. Oh, it's raining. You think I should put my coat on? Let's put my coat back on. Yeah, we'll wear that one. Does it have a colour? I didn't look. Oh yeah, they can wear a different colour coat. I'll wear a brown one. That's good. Okay, so we have a raincoat. That's a good start. Next thing, and it's going to get cold, so we're going to want a fluffy coat before much longer. Next thing we want to check is what's here. So that's still up. Oh, all of the earlier stuff's gone. That's an auto-load bale trailer. I don't have a bale thing. That's a weeder. That's a hoe. How wide is that? That's 9 metre hoe. There's a rock picker. Yay. There's a thing. A disc harrow. $24,000 for a disc harrow. I must be honest, I don't know whether disc harrows work for cultivation contracts. There's a Johnston trailer cattle thing. There's a thing. Oh, a 9RT. Now that's fun. Oh, hello. That's cheap. There's a plough. Oh, and there's one of those. Okay, so that's a forage wagon, 58,000. I'm going to use 60 to buy the. Going to use 60 to buy the forage harvester, so I can't really afford that. That's a good sized plough. That is smaller. That can also be used as a forage wagon and does have. Oh, that comes with the PDT cover and a cover. So you can have a grain trailer, which is 24.5. You can have a standard. You can have a PDT cover, have a grain trailer. 3 grain trailer, 22.5, 20. So it goes from 20 to 24.5. It's not much bigger than the trailer I have. Plus I've got a loading wagon, which I'm going to be using for now. If I could afford something like that, get a cover for it, that would be much better. 55,000 litres of grass or maize or whatever. Don't need one of those. That would allow me to run a forage harvester on the front of a tractor. Unfortunately, 225 horsepower is really not enough to run that because the power requirements of forage headers. That's a big tractor. So that's also a big tractor. That's 468. That's 570. So that's a bigger tractor. The only question would be, do I want a disc harrow? Disc harrow let me plough the land, and obviously once I've, well, the thing is once I've cut the corn, we are going to have to plough that land. I don't have a plough, but I can use a subsoiler on it. Either way, let us look at the land. We looked at the sales. Okay. So this is late stage growth. That's, no, there. I'm reading it wrong again. This is corn, this is grass. This, ready to harvest, ready to harvest. This is, I'm not seeing any grade difference between the growth stage here, but I think I should put some concrete in our front yard. I should put a tree in our front yard, maybe some flowers. So if we go to here, this is growth stage 2 of 3, and this is also growth stage 2 of 3. So really we have not, the roller doesn't do anything. It increases the growth stage, so it goes from harvested to growth stage 1, but harvested and growth stage 1 are what are they? They're a thing. And of course this is growth stage 3, ready to harvest. I can leave it an extra month till November and it will be growth stage harvest ready. So November. We can cut grass till the end of November. So I'm inclined to wait till the end of November, let that do its thing. So I need to call up the store. Now the other thing is, so forage harvesters, we are getting this one. Engine setup, we can go up to a 410. 64,000, okay. BKTs or Trollborgs? Oh, Trollborgs can have different two stages of standard. I'm going with BKTs. Do I want an additional weight on the back? I assume it's an additional weight on the back. 800 kilos or standard. 400 for that. Silage tanks. We're adding to the price, but we're only up to 66, and a random license plate for the back. Okay, so I did add a silage tank, so we should buy some silage additive. We've got the biggest engine in there, which is going to be helpful in some situations, and we're going to buy it. I can fetch my purchase from the store. So we will beam over to the store because, well, it's a bit skinny. It's a bit old and what have you. However, that harvest header is actually tailor-made for this. So one of the things I'm considering is we've got this forage harvester. We could get a grass cutter or a grass collector. I then don't need a forage. I don't need a forage wagon to pick things up. And I can use it on contracts as well. We need silage additive. Where is silage additive? Oh, that thing there. Wow, this is knocking our bank account down a little. But as I said, we will have sale of things. The silage that's in the other bunker later this month, so that will top up our bank balance a little. They will work for them. Huh? I'm a little bit outside of an understanding of what they will work for, but hi Cameo. I do need to go and fetch the or fix the header because it's used. But yeah, so this harvester, what we just bought, click combinations. That's our corn header, which does all of the things, so we can make forage as well. That will pick up the grass, won't pick up hay. That's a thing. That's a picker-upper, that's a picker-upper. That's a direct disc which allows me to mow the grass, so I could mow the grass directly through the forage harvester. The other thing we do have, is our forage wagon. This does pick up hay. That there is hay. So I can use that on a hay contract. I cannot use this on a hay contract. But since our farm is grass and maize at the moment, and we're generally making silage out of both of them, I am definitely considering the option of using the forage harvester on this. I want to repair the header. Yes, I do. 18 months old, 21 hours, but that doesn't matter. What matters is it's a corn header that we can forage our corn with. Now, of course, the next question is, did I load follow me? Or am I going to have to cosplay the forage harvester and drive the tractor? Oh, the disc harrow will work. Well, I've only got 7,000 money, so it kind of won't work for me at the moment. But that said, I could buy that disc harrow and haul it around with the Valtra. Right now, I need to get the corn harvested as quickly as possible and into that bunker and compacted.